no. Can we protect him, please? Oh. Oh.
Map.
Oh. She doesn't even exist, does she?
What does it matter?
It matters. I want Gummy Goo to come home with us. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another installment in my The Amazing Digital Circus React series. The show has really been on my mind since I filmed the last episode. I've been reading through a lot of your comments with your own theories, some of which are very solid, so I'll certainly be keeping them in mind. And also a couple of you pointed out in the first episode that the Wacky Watch website that popped up as like a gag advertisement actually leads to a real web page, which I went to check out. It was the December update, which was like a color and paint thing, but apparently it often has lore relevant games and very ARG elements. So I had to look back through the Internet Archive and found mostly working versions of some of those sites, and some of the content there was very intriguing and some of it disturbing, but that's pretty par for the course for this show. So that's gotten me even more excited to dive deeper into the lore here and really get to know the characters more, because obviously, as is usually the case for first episodes, it was a lot of introductions, and I can't wait to get deeper into these characters and who they are, and maybe meet new ones as well. I mean, we heard about NPCs, so I wonder if we'll meet any of them. But yeah, super keen to get into it. Without further ado, let's jump into the next episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. Okay, Candy Carrier Chaos. Let's go. Oh, this is new.
Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus!
Pommy.
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 Dream? Oh, that's trippy.
Hello?
Ooh. Oh no!
No! Kate! Somebody help me!
That looks like Cosmo, like abstraction. Yeah, the eyes in the background from, oh god.
Looks like our new friend's already abstracted.
Well, I guess we're not all cut out for it.
I don't even remember her name, honestly.
I mean, I'm assuming Nightmare, but yeah, being sent down to the void. Well, not the actual void, but okay, not to pause so early already, but this is very reminiscent of something from the promo website, the Wacky Watch. I think around the time that this episode 2, aired, if I recall correctly, the event, the little promo that was happening on the Wacky Watch website was that clip, and it showed Pomni having that kind of nightmare while Kane's eyes watched. So that's interesting. I only recognized it because the scene was exactly that. So very, very interesting start to the episode. Maybe she fears being abstracted. I mean, we did see Kaufmo abstract and then be thrown into the cellar of sorts, the basement. Probably a very valid fear to have. Wait, before I forget, this is our first look at Pomni's room, which I assume generated. Again, I wonder if their generated states of being and their rooms and personal quarters are reminiscent of their real life persona, or whether it's just randomized. I'd be very interested to know. But yeah, it seems pretty par for the course based on what was just in the normal circus area. Blocks, dice, more blocks. Yeah, nothing's standing out to me too much. I want to know what that picture on the wall is, but also just spare little outfit pieces, so that's interesting. Oh, and she started glitching when she hit the block. I mean, I know we were told that they don't have to sleep, but I guess this means that they can to,
Hey,
get some
Pommy,
shut-eye.
how'd you sleep? Are you still sleeping? I'll let you get back to it if you are.
Trying to make friends.
There she is. Hope you're doing all right. I know yesterday was a bit of a doozy.
A doozy.
Yeah, that might be a bit of an
Hey,
understatement.
don't worry about the whole abandoning me for the exit thing.
Yeah.
It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings. You're all good.
Oh, she seems very nice. Oh.
Well, let's forget about all that.
Not the biggest
Kane's
people
got a new
person.
adventure today, and judging by what he's been
A
teasing,
new
it
adventure.
seems
Oh,
like it's
God.
gonna be a fun one.
As fun as last time?
Today's adventure is Candy Carrier Chaos!
I mean,
That's right.
he said the
Candy
thing.
Canyon Kingdom's been robbed of their most valuable
Candy
resource,
Canyon Kingdom.
maple syrup! It's up to you to bring the
MPP.
rotten bandits who stole it to sweet, buttery justice.
An entire kingdom of candy sounds sticky.
Very sticky indeed.
Very sticky.
Sounds.
Bubble, you can't say that.
Nope.
Silver White!
For what I'm assuming is a soap bubble of some kind, Bubble has quite the dirty mouth. I want to know what was said. I wonder if they have one of those takes like in the, I think it was called Sailor Mouth or something, the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are just swearing and it's always bleeped out with dolphin noises, but it's actually the unedited version where the voice actors were just saying, "How the fuck are ya?" and stuff like that. It's so fun to watch. But I wonder if nothing was actually said there or whether they have a take where Bubble was just saying some nasty shit. But yeah, for as little as we've seen them, I like Bubble a lot. I don't know why. I don't have justification, but I enjoy them.
I'm testing out a new AI in this one. It should be 57 times more
The
immersive.
new
New
AI.
AI. You don't want to mess with the
That's what
new
I said.
AI, Zuby?
Yeah, no.
No, it's not up Google's alley.
Well, sounds fun. What do you
Where's
think, Pomni?
Gangle?
So.
Oh, right there.
Our entire.
Oh, okay, and thank goodness. We do see Gangle here. Finally, she has her comedy mask on, which is the first time we've seen her actually wearing it and it not being broken on the floor or not the mood to put it on. So it's nice to see her having a good time for once. But yeah, anytime all characters aren't on the screen at once, I'm like, what are they doing? Where's King R? I'm going into this with trust issues. I don't know who to trust. But yeah, that was very interesting actually, because when the characters themselves swear, it's bleeped out with those comedic, like, censorship signs. But Bubble, I mean, is clearly not a character, not a human. It seems that way anyway. I don't want to make absolute statements, but when they said whatever they said, it was, I'm assuming, beeped for our benefit, but obviously the characters know what was said. With Kane saying, "Bubble, you can't say that." So yeah, that kind of makes me think that, Kane and Bubble potentially have different rules for them, presumably not being humans, and either they're being code or AI themselves. That seems likely. But yeah, speaking of which, that's actually interesting if that's the case, because he said he's been experimenting with a new AI 57 times more immersive. And if this isn't some kind of, human developer, if this is an AI overlord themselves, then it's interesting them tuning up other AI consciousness in this realm. So yeah, lots of looming questions to be answered.
Well, sounds fun. What do you think, Pomni?
So. Our entire existence here is just LARPing.
LARPing.
Well.
Why are you all just standing there?
I mean,
Candy
kind of.
Kingdom needs you now.
Oh, see, Kane always has... What? Bubbles.
No thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Yeah, Kane... Oh my god. The jelly elephant is so wonderful. Keep out. Danger, danger. Okay, I'm assuming the mannequins are NPCs then? Then I wonder why they were in the character corridor. Very reminiscent again of Sugar Rush from Wreck-It Ralph. But yeah, Kane has those moments where the characters will say something that doesn't seem that significant and he'll kind of freak out and be like, no, go away. Kind of like when he saw the exit. And it happened when Pomni said, "So we're just LARPing." Obviously, for those who don't know, live action role play. And I mean, she's not wrong that that's what they're doing if they're playing hero or doing whatever they're doing here. But yeah, it gives me pause when he acts panicked like that. So yeah, I am perpetually keeping my eye on Kane, but it doesn't seem like he'll be in much of this one, given that it's not an in-house adventure. So I wonder if we'll see him, you know, on the sidelines kind of thing, or whether we won't see him again until we're back. Interesting.
Wow, Kinger, check out this castle. It's amazing.
Fit for a king.
They've even got little candy bugs here. It's
Aw,
so beautiful.
perfect for
This
you.
place is great.
It's the princess!
Not again. Oh, Gangle.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
You must be the brave knight sent to us by God to help us with our recent catastrophe.
Now what the damn hell is that? Their god? I mean, if Cain really does control everything in this world, minus the human characters' minds, I mean, is it entirely mistaken that he's a godlike figure? Especially if these characters... Yeah, I'm assuming these characters are NPCs, but I won't say that with certainty until we find out. The mannequins obviously seem to be, but who knows about the princess here? Based on the statement that they see Cain as their god, I'm assuming they are indeed NPCs. But I mean, in a world like this, that's a virtual reality, I guess the AI characters aren't too different. I mean, in this world, they're all made up of code. Just because one used to be human and some are, I mean, just code. Granted, advanced artificial intelligence. I don't know, especially in this world, does that make them any less real? Or, I mean, what we consider human? If it's a genuine sentient AI and not just, you know, predictive text like large language model type things. Yeah, it's just something to think about. Not to get too philosophical, but yeah. Their god.
Our
Wow.
recent catastrophe.
That's us, ma'am. Your kingdom's awesome, by the way.
Recent
Love the vibe.
catastrophe. I do love the
I like you
vibe.
already.
Look, Palmy, we're already friends with the
She
princess.
almost sounded Australian.
I'm not a child. You don't have to
Or
hype me
Kiwi.
up.
That's very interesting because I wonder if we'll ever see a glimpse of when the other characters were first introduced to this world. Because obviously Pomni is kind of playing the straight man here. All of these fantastical antics are happening and the other characters are very loud personalities, even if they're not loud. Like, each of their personalities is quite pronounced and fantastical in itself. Like, Ragatha is very optimistic, Jack's very sarcastic and sardonic, King is a little loopy, Zubal indifferent, and a little bit anhedonic. And I'm still getting a grasp on Gangle's vibe, but Pomni right now isn't, like, playing a role. Sort of going back to what she said about LARPing, each of the characters does seem to be playing a role, whether they actively are or whether this is just kind of the way that their character has gone as they've been in the world for however many years. But I wonder if we got a glimpse at their beginnings, whether they kind of would have been like Pomni. At this stage, kind of going through the 5 stages of grief a little bit about being here. Also, off the heels of a nightmare as well. But just like I'm not a child, you don't have to hype me up. It's very still based in reality, like something a human would say, just a very normal, typical way of speaking without any play acting involved. And I wonder if that's gonna stay the case or whether we're gonna see Pomni kind of descend into a bit of a different character as they're exposed to all of these antics. And maybe her mind and consciousness will change. So that's just something that I'm thinking about.
I assume you've been informed of your mission. The bandits that robbed us use a modded syrup tanker, so we figured the
Yeah,
best way to go
very
head
much
to head
giving
with them is to give you a war rig of your own.
a little bit more AI, but Aussie Kiwi
Ooh, violence.
What time
tone of
period is
voice.
this supposed to be again?
Here's the
Good
key
question.
back into the kingdom for when you've secured the goods. I trust you not to let it fall into the wrong hands. You can
Jax is
count
just
on me, Your Highness.
glassy-eyed, so
Oh,
happy with the
please,
violence.
Call me Lou.
Will do, Lou.
Lou!
I call shotgun. Oh God, is that the horn? Ugh, that sucks.
Oh,
Gangle, you drive.
Farewell, good knights. I have every faith in you.
the character design, but also just the art style is beautiful. I always love Candy worlds. Very Wreck-It Ralph, very Sharkboy and Lava Girl. That's kind of a deep cut, but ooh, these the bandits.
Do you think your mum's gonna pull through if we get all this back to the village?
I'm sorry, all with Australian accents? Is this an Australian kingdom or something? What? That's actually very exciting. I mean, obviously, watching Hell of a Boss and Mammon is Australian. It's never expected, and it's always, not always, usually such a pleasant surprise because I get used to us not really existing in the media space, like is often the case. If there's ever an Australian actor, they're usually putting on a British or American accent in live action type roles. And I actually think the area that has the most exposure for like Australian accents just being in there is actually in anime, in the English dub version, obviously. But in the case where the original Japanese voice actors, the characters have a dialect or something, like, especially if it's kind of a goofy comedic coded dialect, like Osaka Ben, they often will, in the English dub, use an Aussie voice actor to kind of mimic that similar response that the Japanese original audience would have to the source text. They want to mirror that in the target audience of the subtitles or the dub. So they kind of employ Aussie voice actors in that kind of scenario. Sorry, that is such a tangent. I'm a translator, so those kind of localization details are very interesting to me. They may be boring to you, so I apologize. But yeah, I was just so excited seeing so many Australian accents in this, and it's very rare. So I wonder if there's any Australians in the studio or in the, you know, the creators, because that would make sense if that was the case, but I may look into that later. Let's get off my tangent and continue.
Do you think your mum's gonna pull through if we get all this back to the village?
I'm sure she will.
Oh no.
This much syrup would save hundreds of people.
Is his mum
We
sick?
won't know for sure until we get back to the village. She's a fighter, though. She taught me everything
Of
I know.
course they're crocodiles.
Oi! Don't get too comfy, lads. Looks like they've sent someone after us.
Very natural language too, so that kind of supports what I was thinking.
All right, Gangle. When we catch up to him, I'll jump over, crawl inside, and shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
Oh, that's what he was doing. He was cleaning out his ear with his finger. Pomni's obviously very much playing the straight man here and is kind of intended as an audience surrogate. But it's just so interesting to see how she's reacting to everything. I don't know how I would react. Obviously, it would be very mind-bending, but once I realized that it's not a dream, I'd probably still try and escape, but I might succumb to my environment a little bit and have some fun with it. Enjoy the Candy Kingdom. I don't know.
And shoot him repeatedly until they're unrecognizable.
Where did you get the gun?
Like that violates some kind of convention.
You're violating
probably.
my ears with your clapback. Get driving, driver.
So,
Oh, Jax, go easy on
There's some
Gangle.
way you could help out here. Maybe when we catch up to them, we could.
Gotta be assertive. Like this.
Jesus!
Jax!
What the?
Ah, that's perfect. Just hold that pose. I gotta get something. You know, I swear there was some kind of bazooka back here, but I'm having such trouble finding it.
What the?
Here it is.
I appreciate, oh
Right,
Jesus,
Tommy.
I appreciate the
Stay
effort,
like
Kinga.
that, and I'll cross over.
Damn, he really... Uh-oh.
Nice going, Pomni. Now I have
Yeah,
no
Pomni.
bridge.
God.
Gotcha. The arms aren't long enough.
Oh my god, it's very much giving Meet the Robinsons. I have a big head and little arms.
This lot's trouble. Let's see how that rig does on those rocks around there.
Oh god, I'm very impressed with the...
Shift the gear.
God, arms too short and arms too long? Maybe switch roles, pals.
Ooh, now we're cooking. Hey, ribbons, up and at 'em.
I don't think we...
Aren't you supposed to be submissive and agreeable?
Again, character archetype that they're playing into. Okay, Pomni's still over there. Okay, confirmed. Pomni's still on the roof of this car. One, again, I love the character designs here, the jelly gummy characters. But also, I'm wondering about these crocs, because most of the citizens of the Candy Canyon Kingdom, or whatever it was that we saw, were mannequins. Candy-colored ones, but mannequins all the same. Whereas these... we did see the candy elephant, I suppose, but these characters clearly have goals and motivations. Like one of their mothers is sick and they need the maple syrup. And I was going to say I wonder if they are characters themselves, but given they're also made of candy, I'm assuming they are just AI NPCs. I'm just curious as to why they're not mannequins as well. Maybe different regions of this map have different mobs and different character types. But yeah, I mean, low-key, I'm kind of on their side. If it comes down to the princess having some maple syrup. Oh, I mean, they said it was a crisis, like, for the kingdom, so I don't know how much it affects them. But if it just came down to the princess having maple syrup and this guy's mum pulling through, I think I'm siding with the Crocs on this one. But yeah, with this scene, I can't get a read on Jax. I can't tell if he's extremely calculated and he knew this would happen. Like, he launched her knowing she'd grab on and then, you know, made Gangle separate and stretch it out to make a bridge, or whether that happened and he's very quick on his feet and improvised, pretending like that's what he intended. I'm the most curious about his character intentions, I think. But again, love the attitude, like, damn it, Pomni. Wow. Now I don't have a bridge. You suck, Pomni. Very comedic relief in a sardonic way.
Ribbons, up and at 'em.
I don't think we...
Aren't you supposed to be submissive and agreeable? Move it!
Rocky road indeed.
Oh, these fellas just don't know when to quit, do they? Hey, quit mucking about and get back up here!
Oh yeah, right.
Everyone all right?
Can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you over the knives.
Why
Hey,
were there
Gangle.
knives just in the...
Ram into him.
What? You should not ram them. Poppy's still
the
on
angel
board.
and devil on your shoulder?
It'll be epic.
It might be epic.
Back here.
My
Ooh,
question exactly,
tell
Ragatha.
about the figurine thing.
Oh? Can we maybe run that back? I want to know about the figurine thing.
These guys are whack jobs.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Crocodile 1.
Oh, no more ramming? Guess I have to tell Ragatha about the thing
Yeah,
now.
while you're at it, tell me as well, please.
Bonnie, take this!
Oh my god. Maybe grab the... Maybe grab the rope. It's a very long rope. You've still got time. You've still got time. Just grab the... Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming they can't die, because first the knife in the head, then the spikes.
I blame you for this.
Yeah, the physics of this world are very interesting. Clipping, again, seems to be a very consistent theme. Okay, yeah, just to pause, a couple of you pointed out that there's a teapot in each episode that you can, like, try and find. I can't remember what the reason was. Was it an Easter egg to one of the studio's prior works? I can't remember, but hey, there's the teapot for this episode. I am very, very sure now, mostly sure, that some Aussie had a hand in this at some point, because the dialogue is so natural. It is very ochre Aussie, like not my accent, like the classic modern sort of accent, but the more country, really like hard Aussie accent. We call that like ochre. It is a little more in that realm, but like I've got an uncle who talks like this. It is not outside the realm of reality at all. And the dialogue is supernatural as well. Like maybe not in the same exact accent, but I would say a lot of that stuff. So really hats off to the writers. It might not be as obvious for, you know, non-Australian viewers, like with Cherry Bomb in Hazbin Hotel. Like I think Cherry's voice actor does a really good job at putting on a decent Australian accent. Like I initially believed it. I thought maybe it was just an Australian who was putting on a really like stereotypical Aussie accent for, you know, voice acting purposes. But there have been quite a few moments where it becomes very obvious it's not an Australian doing it, which is a little bit immersion breaking. So it's a nice surprise when it all feels very natural and seamless. So yeah, appreciate that. How long are we going to be falling for? Oh, many teapots. Oh no, can we protect him, please? Ooh. Again, kind of like what I said about some areas being a vertical slice, this seems very outside the bounds of potentially what was coded to be the world. I mean, there was a lot of clipping in the surrounding terrain as well. So they've clearly clipped through the world. Oh, I feel bad for him. It's very... no textures have been applied to this area of the game world. Mannequins. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this must be so mind-breaking for him. So it's clear that this area of the map is, you know, either outside the code or is a testing ground for the character models. And we see the 3 crocodiles, the princess, and some of the mannequins. So yeah, that pretty much cements the crocodiles are unfortunately NPCs, but AI NPCs, because this guy looks shaken to his core. Seeing another version of himself, obviously. It's like when you see clones in media and the clone doesn't know they're a clone, but then they find out, and it's obviously existential crises abound. And again, if you can't really tell who's an ex-human, I should say, and who's an AI, like, what difference really is there in the importance of their lives and their goals? Oh yeah, we also saw the elephant as well in the character models. Mental breakdown, valid crash out. And especially if he was created just to be, you know, an archetypal villain, it's kind of hard to come to terms with that. Oh, and here's Pomni. Okay, not to get into the weeds again and skip if you don't care, but slight lore drop. I did most of a game development degree, actually, before swapping more into translation. But in that course, when we were doing 3D modeling for, you know, video game style terrain and characters and everything, obviously when you're rendering, if there's no texture or if the texture didn't apply properly, you'll obviously see, you know, these kind of patterns. So it's just really interesting to see a lot of this from a game design perspective, how it's being brought into the show to signify a lot of things. Like the minute I saw this zone here, I instantly had some context. I mean, even if you don't know the particulars, it is also kind of a signifier. Oh, we're not in the world anymore. We're in a different zone kind of thing. But with that extra bit of knowledge, it just adds even more context just from a visual cue. So I really enjoy the effort that's gone into this show.
What's all this?
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
I don't know. We're somewhere under the map, I think.
Under the map.
Map?
Oh, I don't know why this is making me so
Why
sad.
aren't you or any of your crew up here?
Because they're real.
I'm not sure.
I think you know.
Because we're not NPCs.
NPCs? What are you on about? What are you people? What am I? Where's Mum?
You have a mom?
Shouldn't she be here with everyone else?
Oh, she's a side character.
I can't even remember her face. Did she ever have a face?
Maybe
Was
she doesn't.
anything ever real?
Okay, wait. Don't think about that.
She doesn't even exist, does she? Obviously, all all of the character models are likely in this room, especially since we saw the elephant as well. I'm assuming every character design that's used in this level is just among those people, those NPCs. His mum is just code. I mean, I know they all are, but I'm assuming she doesn't even exist in the confines of this game. And his code, the code that makes him who he is, has told him that his mum is sick, and hence why they're doing this, like, villain mission. But thinking any deeper about it, which is not what he was programmed to do, makes everything fall apart. And again, if you kind of were to think of these kind of themes in the realm of capitalism, there is still something there. Like just with this scene alone, he and the other NPCs have their role to play, and their only worth in this world is playing the role that was, you know, designed for them, kind of thing. And if they can't fulfill that, like, I don't know what's going to happen to him, but he can't go back into the world now knowing what he knows or is about to know. It would break the experience. He wouldn't be able to just, you know, fulfill that role and then repeat. And so he would have to be discarded, I guess. Or maybe it's not as grim as it sounds because he is just an NPC, but his reaction right here makes that not really sit right with me. And in the sense of roles, he could easily be replaced. I mean, with himself, with a clone of himself. But isn't that what work is sometimes, depending on the company, how easily replaceable you are, how valued you are. But another aspect of this could be not exactly Truman Show-esque, but a lot of the gags from last episode were designed as if we, the viewer, are actually we, the viewers. Like everything that's happening is for our benefit. Obviously, it's kind of hard to discuss this in a meta way that makes sense because, yes, we are watching the show. But if you think about it on that deeper level, that the show itself is not an actual ARG, I don't believe it is, but it's designed as if the events happening to Pomni right now are for, you know, the sake of entertainment for a viewer. Same with the gag of like, oh, what are we doing here? Oh, that's the hole Zubul fell into. Oh, thanks for the recap, because we didn't see those events, but the viewer has to be caught up on what's happening. That would account for the swearing being censored. For the wacky advertisement, though, that could just be a funny little Easter egg. And even in another meta way, these NPCs kind of exist for the entertainment of the playable characters. And I think some theories that people were floating is that this world was designed as a multiplayer virtual reality. So obviously you'd go into these worlds and do the missions and hang out, but now humans are kind of stuck in there. So I don't know, it's a lot to think about. So I'm definitely going to consider all of these different angles as we continue.
Did she ever have a face?
That makes me so
Was
sad.
anything ever real?
Okay, wait, don't.
Because the first thing he thinks of as well is his mum.
Think
That's so
there
sad.
must be a way to launch ourselves back up, right?
Oh, we haven't seen that
I
character
want
yet.
you to tell me exactly what I am.
Be honest with him, I think he already knows. Oh god, are we seeing that character now? Oh no, it's just
Is
the...
everybody okay?
Okay, we've got Gangle, we're fine.
Oh man, poor Pomni. I hope she's all right.
Poor Pomni? How about poor us? We're one tanker away from being Augustus Gloop.
At least it floats. Yep, there we go.
What's that? Do my eyes deceive me? A delicious gift from within the kingdom gates? Don't mind if I do.
Whoa, buddy! We're not food, we're not candy, we're none of that! You don't want to eat us!
Oh, not candy?
Yeah.
How am I expected to eat something that's not
You
made
can
of
eat the
candy?
truck, maybe. Or all the candy around you.
Pomni always
Oh.
seems to miss the big gloopy monsters.
Who are you, anyway?
I mean,
am the
she saw the
Forest.
obstruction.
I used to live within the kingdom walls,
But
I was banished by that rotten princess after
Oh.
I ate too many of
Oh.
the delicious town.
I was about to say, maybe he's got a point,
They
but...
were so delicious. Sometimes I can hear them calling to me.
Oh, God.
Oh,
that
goodness
just
me.
sounds like murder.
Is it really murder if it's delicious?
I mean, Jack's probably
Answer me
a fan of that.
You make a great point.
No.
Exhibit
what
A.
Point?
Why don't you leave this to me before I start thinking your hair looks like licorice?
Jax!
Oh wow, it kinda does.
Stop!
Well, Mr. Fudge, you seem like an upstanding guy with real noble goals.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
not.
he didn't
If
eat
you
them.
knew what I did in my my free time.
Oh.
Second.
As I was saying, I happen to know a way into the kingdom walls. If you'd be willing to help us out in return.
Hey, when did you...
Shut up, Licorice Hair.
Here, hide it with this.
Oh, you must be some kind of master of unlocking things. Come to free me from my outdoor prison.
It seems like you can go anywhere,
All
pal.
we need you to do
Maybe
is
not in the
help us
castle,
bring
but...
some dirty bandits to justice.
No, don't bring them to justice. Don't bring them to justice. I support them.
I saw the Reaper wink at me.
Wait, well, what just happened?
The Reaper wink at him. I wonder if that's just a hallucination or whether it was Kane. Ooh, good try.
You want to try helping out at all? Or are you still...
Pomni, he probably can relate to how you feel a little
Hey,
bit. Not
you
exactly the
okay?
same, but you're also feeling existential about
You want to talk about it?
being transported.
What is there to talk about?
I don't just want to leave you here.
Why not? I don't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing. My life, my memories, my friends. It's all fake.
This may seem weird, but I think I know the feeling. Well, maybe not the exact feeling, but feeling like you're nothing is kind of normal. I mean, people even feel like that in the world I came from. But you still care about your buddies up there, don't you? I'm sure they still care about you.
What does it matter?
It matters.
What do we have when you people leave? We're just obstacles. Created to be defeated and forgotten.
Well,
You don't have to be, maybe.
you don't have to be.
Same wavelength,
The
Pomni.
circus, the place I'm from, well,
Oh,
I'm originally from
I
somewhere
was
else,
about to say.
but
I'll let this play out.
if it has to be my home, maybe it can be yours too. The people there are interesting, at
To
the
say
very
the
least.
least. But oh my god, again!
Maybe
Same
you
brain. What does that say about me?
could be somebody real there.
Why are you trying to cheer me up? How does this benefit you at all?
I guess I just don't want you to feel like you're nothing. I don't want anybody to feel like that.
But I'm not even a real person. Would I even belong?
I'm sure you wouldn't belong any less than me. And I could use a friend.
A friend? You're a strange little character. Suppose I could give it a try. All I ask is that we don't tell the lads about this. They're a couple of bright-eyed yobbos. I don't want to drag them down with me.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your name, by the way?
Gummy Goo.
Oh, wow, that's just about as dumb as my name.
What do you have in mind in terms of getting us out of here?
I don't know. Maybe some kind of glitch with the truck's collisions? I'm not really sure how we could.
Okay, that's a good moment to pause. Number one, again, bringing in game design and game, fun fact type things into the actual plot.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back. I had to sign for a package. But yes, on the topic of this, I'm really enjoying how they're bringing in actual video game aspects into this. For example, speedrunning, but those who don't know, people will compete to either complete video games in their entirety. Oftentimes, either clipping or a glitch is an exploit that can be taken advantage of in certain games. Like in Super Mario 64, there are certain regions where either you can back jump up the stairs, or if you pick up a penguin character when you're in the exact right spot, it clips you through the wall with that character movement. So all of these strategies have been developed over time and utilized to kind of break the game in a way, but they're valid speedrunning strategies. And all of Pomni's commentary around this, I mean, obviously she put on the headset. But it makes me think she kind of knows her shit when it comes to gaming. I mean, she referenced like, oh, are we all just LARPing? She's talking about using glitches as, you know, an exploit to get out of here. It's interesting info about her character. But yeah, let's continue. I want Gummy-Goo to come home with us.
How we could.
Oh, is that going to be a reference to the blocks from the start?
If this doesn't work, we can try something else.
When she fell out of bed and clipped
I'm really
with the
not.
block.
But let's see how it goes.
Maybe she's going to utilize that. She is smart.
Might be a little violent.
That's pretty typical, yeah. Launching back up through the recesses of the world. I love Gummy-Goo. He must be protected at all costs.
Gotta say, this is a
Team
lot
up.
more anticlimactic than I was hoping it'd be.
You want chaos, don't you?
You know, like one big final battle, bloodshed, death, chaos, whatever.
Are you sure they disappeared? It wasn't that they fell off or something?
I can't say for sure, but yes, definitely.
It's not
Oh,
like the boss
I guess
to
you can
vanish
say
with
for
the
sure.
cloud. Very unusual.
Well, that's concerning.
Well, if worst comes to worst,
Why are you wearing the
we could
bucket now,
always ask
Kinga?
Kane to find her.
We're worried
I don't
she's
like-
having another horrible
I
experience.
don't like the idea of that.
She still seems really upset about what happened yesterday. I don't think she really likes me that much.
Aw,
It's a lot
Ragatha.
for anybody to go through. Don't take it too personally. I remember how long it took for you to adjust.
Oh?
Yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
This is what I wanted.
Remember what?
Oh. Oh, that's good to know though. Just
Do
takes
you
it
guys
from
have a second
Gangle.
truck that flies?
Yeah. Wait, no, we don't. No.
You do now. But yeah, Ragatha might have been similar once upon a time.
What's all this stuff?
That's kind of interesting. Both Pomni and Gummy-Goo's bodies had the same reaction to that experience. Just all of these little pieces are kind of just making me think, you know, we're not so different, you and I, kind of thing. Like, what really equates to a person? If you have thoughts and feelings and, you know, wants and desires, like, truly, what's the boundary? What defines consciousness?
Mommy! Are you okay? Well, what happened?
Yeah, I'm fine. I made a new friend.
Yeah.
Boss, where have you been? We got fudged.
You don't want to know. Good to see you, lads.
You don't want to know.
Why are there two bad guy trucks?
How about that?
This one's full of syrup too.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Suppose it is.
Each of you take
I
one.
don't suppose my mates here could take this one back to the village, could they?
I would love that.
Since there's two of them, there'd be no real harm.
I'm so unbelievably disappointed right now.
Well, maybe there'll be blood, death, and violence in the next adventure.
Probably.
How wholesome.
Uh-oh, yeah. This is Gummy-Goo. He's
Can
gonna
we bring him
come
home?
back to the circus with us.
Oh, is that allowed?
His reality was kind of completely shattered. I feel like it was the least I could offer him, opposed to just leaving him behind.
Hey, that's good of you, Pomni.
Let's take this dumb truck to the dumb kingdom, I guess.
I'm very nervous about something I hadn't considered, and that only just hit me when Ragatha said, is that allowed? What's Kane gonna think when they bring back an NPC? Is that allowed? Because Bubble's there, assuming they even are an NPC. Then again, he kills Bubble on a regular basis, but because if Bubble keeps respawning, then they're either being created again, or maybe Wreck-It Ralph style, they can't die in the world that they're from. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that works in terms of bubble, but yeah, I wasn't nervous. I was very, very happy about this, and now I'm a little nervous because I don't know if Kane's gonna flip out, but let's find out. And I was gonna say, don't mind if the lighting suddenly changes or you hear loud noises because it's a summer storm and it is thundering and lightning outside all of a sudden. So that's fun. Just think of it as ambiance. But yeah, let's finish off this episode.
Thanks to you brave knights, our kingdom will once again thrive. I'm sure it was no easy task.
You have no idea.
Jax is so disappointed.
Farewell, brave knights. Have fun executing that bandit fella.
Yes, that is what
Yeah,
we're doing.
definitely.
Oh, hey, maybe I didn't leave the gate unlocked for nothing after all.
What?
What?
I thought he was dead. You still did that?
Okay,
You
wait.
cheeky
You did what
mother.
now?
Well, love to help you again sometime. Bye!
Jax just
Welcome
worships
back,
chaos.
my little hard-shelled hamburgers.
So this is the circus, huh? I gotta get used to this.
Oh, looks like one of these guys made it through.
No, he's up.
Wait, what?
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
Why? I didn't actually. I know I said that. I know I compared him to Bubble, and I didn't think he was gonna pop him. Gummy Goo, no. Oh. But again, just why did you make me love him? No. Oh my god. Why? But to move on from that emotional gut punch that was losing Gummy Goo, that very much seems to be the thesis of this episode that Kane so kindly alluded to. Him saying, if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an... Oh my god. Oh, I'm so silly. I completely forgot what he said at the start of the episode, that he's been working on a new AI that is 57 times more immersive. I'm assuming Gummy Goo and maybe the rest of the crew, if they had also fallen down, maybe they would have, achieved self-actualization as well, unfortunately. But in saying that, that's kind of it, isn't it? What really is the difference? We can also potentially bring in sort of class divide issues here and just power imbalances in general, because there has to be someone who exists at someone else's expense. Like, for you to have a certain level of comfort and convenience in your life, someone is exploited. That might not be your intention, and like a lot of the time we can't control it. There's no ethical consumption possible, really, especially right now. But that's kind of mirrored here in that someone is suffering, or in this case, playing their role, but it's always for someone else's benefit. Gummy Goo and his crew exist solely to make the humans' adventure more interesting. And him saying, losing track of who's human and who's an NPC, like maybe we both aren't so different after all in this world, but they have, been separated in that way. And the fact that Kane could lose track of who's human and who's an NPC is very, very interesting and very telling. Potentially because if he is also just an AI, then maybe he doesn't have the best reasoning skills for, deciphering who's human and who's not. But surely there'd be something in the code, like a character event to show who arrived when. Like, surely you could keep track of that somehow. But man, that was dark. R.I.P. Gummy Goo. He was a real one. My Australian brother. I hope he's swimming in that maple syrup river in the sky. But yeah, if I couldn't dislike Kane any more than I already did, we've gotten there. He killed my best friend.
What happened?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
Sheesh, I thought he'd never leave.
Oh.
I'm really sorry
Zubo's
about
not a
that,
fan of
homie.
Kane?
At least you tried. He might be back in a future adventure.
Not him, though.
I know Kane sometimes likes to reuse NPCs.
It wouldn't be him. Because he's not replaceable.
Got everything ready. Hey.
Ready for what?
You at least want to join us for Kaufmo's funeral?
They should have one for Gumigo as well.
We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who abstract.
Jax is in a very
This one
bad
just
mood.
got pushed around a bit with your arrival and everything.
It's the least we can do to honor their memory.
But, I mean, he's technically still alive.
Oh man.
In the basement.
I always think I'm prepared for these things, but then you set up the picture and, well, I'm already breaking.
Even Zubul seems down. What about Jax? Nothing? Community? Slower rendition of the theme song. Okay, well, that broke my heart. Thank God, I nearly wore my glasses for this one. But I was like, oh, just in case there's anything sad. I don't want to bawl my eyes out today. I'm going out for dinner after this. I can't redo the mascara. We're not doing it. And thank God, because Gumigo really got me, man. Again, I feel like I said this a lot last episode too. I think I'm going to let that cook in my brain for a bit. But I've noticed a lot of themes in this one kind of going towards some parts of what I theorized about last episode, but there's also new information or new ways that it could be interpreted. I know that's kind of the theme of Lich's works, but it really does just leave me sitting here thinking, what just happened? I had a good time, but what? And now it's over. A lot to process. But I really enjoyed that until we lost a fallen soldier. But you guys weren't kidding. It's getting more interesting with every episode. I genuinely cannot wait for episode 3. I'm so excited. And as I said, especially for figuring out the characters, we got quite a bit of Ragatha and Pomni focus in this episode, and also Jax, but in a way that makes him more perplexing to me. Because we know he loves chaos, but he seemed very almost upset about the direction things went. And not for the right reason, but because he couldn't sow chaos, and then ultimately he did. I don't know what state the kingdom's going to be in, or if it even still functions when the playable characters aren't there. But I definitely want to know more about what makes him tick and behave the way that he does. We low-key got confirmation that Ragatha, if not all the characters, we don't know, but that maybe she was similar to Pomni when she first arrived, or had a similar experience. That would be very interesting to see, whether it's this place that changes you. And also, actually, maybe that's part of what Kane was saying about, if I start to not be able to tell the difference between AI and humans, I wonder if, they slowly lose their spark, their initial what made them human kind of thing. And as they fall into their character archetypes a little bit, they become less and less, and more so playing the roles that their characters are kind of designed for. That would be an interesting direction to go. But we do see Pomni maybe accepting some community now, after maybe making peace with her situation, after her talk with Gumigo. And maybe it was also cathartic for her, because unfortunately at Gumigo's expense, even if she's not having a good time, at least she's real. And, she's seeing everyone bond over Kofmo. Maybe she's finding some peace with where she's at and who she's with. But yeah, very interested to see where they go with next episode. Are they going to rip my heart out again? Who's to say? But yeah, I will leave it there for this one. Probably a long one again, and I'm not apologizing for it. I did notice actually a few comments that were like, yeah, please stop pausing. You are yapping too much, please stop. And unfortunately, I cannot comply with that. If the pausing annoys you, either skip to the next part where I'm no longer talking, which, why are you even watching this then? But you do you, or go watch the show yourself, or, another reactor, that's fine as well. Not everyone is going to be for everyone, and that's okay. But yeah, even in the context of fair use, if you're not adding any commentary, any discussion to it, then you're just pressing play on a show. And that's not my style. Anyway, as I'm sure you've figured out by now. But yeah, I have a physical incapability to stop yapping, especially when I've been recommended such amazing shows. So yeah, I can't wait to continue. keep the good recommendations coming. I have compiled a list and there's so many shows in there that I'm excited to get to. And I'll get to more of Glitch Studios, Glitch Productions. I'll get to more of their works after finishing the Amazing Digital Circus. And yeah, I will leave it there for today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.